Hi there. Um, Good evening. I'm out here on my front porch with the vines behind me, and there's the door. Anyway, um, how are you? I hope you're well. It's Monday. I've had a really, I had a really good weekend, and I've spent my day. I got some rest this morning. I slept in. Spoke to my best friend this morning. That was fun. We chatted about the garden and everything. And I really like to call her on Monday, especially because I leave her alone on the weekend and I'm here by myself, so I really am like longing to speak to somebody, and I'm just like, yeah. But anyway, so when Monday rolls around, I'm just so excited to speak with her. And I'm always so grateful to speak with her. It's always wonderful. So anyway, yeah, got all my stuff done in the morning like I usually do, my routine, right? And if you can't remember what my routine is, I get up, I do my prayers and my gratefuls, and then I do my Egoscue exercises, and then I do my walk, which is there's a whole meditation that goes along with that. I do breathing first, and then the gratefuls that I wrote before I went, and then I do more gratefuls, and then I do my incantations, and then I do what do I do? Oh, and then I do dream the future, the far future, and dream the near future. And then I do dream today, and then I celebrate all of the things that I dreamed in the future as if they had already happened, including today, right? So that's my process, and that's what I do in the morning. Then I come back home. Oh, and when I first get up, I have learned that even before I pray, which is terrible, but even before I pray, I have to do my little routine of laundry and dynamic dish doer thing. I have to do the washing wizard and the dynamic dish doer. I have to do it first, and then I do the rest. I forgot to mention that. So anyway, I didn't do it this morning. That's why I didn't think of it. So anyway, I don't do it every morning. It's not about perfection. It really isn't. It's about doing it on a consistent basis. When I do it on a consistent basis, it's all fine. So anyway, although my walk, I definitely do that every day but Sunday. So that happens every day. Oh, and there's one other part in there that I forgot. And that's my the armor of God. I put that on before I do before I take my walk. And so first I stand like I'm unstoppable. Stand in like it's kind of like a superhero pose. I stand like I'm a superhero, and then I put on the belt of truth. This is the armor of God from the Bible. The belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, the shoes of peace, the helmet of salvation, the shield of faith, and the sword of the Spirit. So I do that every morning, and I have little hand motions to help me remember the whole thing. So I'm like totally milking that hand motion thing, because if it helps, it helps. Period. So yeah. So anyway, and then I go do the rest that I already told you. Anyway, that's about it. I'm just going to share. I just know that I haven't shared that morning routine in a while, and I just thought I would. But then the rest of the day has been me dealing with my grocery order. Amazon messed it up, but they're going to fix it, the rest of it, tomorrow. They left one whole bag out. I got 2 of 3 bags for like $130 some order, and most of the items were in the second bag. I was like, 12 of my Yeah, 12 of all my yeah, I only got like 6 items. I was like, okay, that's yeah. No. So anyway, we worked it out. And yeah. And I've been hydrating really well. I already did 3 things of water and I have another one yet to do and which is just extra. I don't really have to finish it. And then I am also like going through my notes from the weekend and getting all of that like quantified into a better amount. I did the same thing with all of the things that I wanted to remember to include in my schedule and stuff. And it takes a couple of days and it feels a little bit up in the air until I get it all settled. But I don't want to forget, I had some really good, what I like to call God ideas as I was going through my weekend, and I need to go back. I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget them, but if I never look at my notes, then I don't look at them and then I don't remember. So anyway, so that's what I'm doing today. And so I'm starting to do today. And I got some new pens. They're very fun. And they write beautifully. And it's amazing how much neater my handwriting is when I have a good pen. It's like my hands don't, because of my MS, I have neuropathy in my hands, and my hands do not always do what I want them to do. And if I'm writing with a poor pen, it's even worse. When I took notes, it took me 3 spiral bound note pages because I have to write so big to be clear, and to write quickly I have to write big or my writing is absolutely illegible. So yeah, so anyway, but now I can slow down a little bit and write really nicely, and that feels more normal, which is wonderful for me. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. I love you guys, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Sorry, I forgot one thing. I forgot that I got a book, because one of the things that happened over the weekend is I was really, really tired. And I think it's because I've gone basically vegan, but I'm not, my diet, I need to do better with my diet. I have to eat better food in order for the vegetarian thing to be okay. And I've been doing it long enough now, over a month. And I'm not saying I'm perfect with it. I'm not. But my body is, I can just tell I'm tired. And so, anyway, I got this book, and I will put it here. It's called Raw Vitalize. Like revitalize, only with raw. Raw Vitalize. Anyway, and it is not a diet. It is a way to get nutrients and that kind of stuff back into your body. And so I've been working on that. So anyway, so I'll let you know about that as the week goes on. Okay. Have a really good night. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Good morning. It's actually Wednesday morning, and I forgot to do my video last night. It just plumb went out of my head. So I'm just going to do a recap here. I had a really good day, a busy day. I am learning how this week to just be okay with the uncomfortable. There are a lot of things going on. I can't keep it straight in my head, and that's okay. I have systems in place to keep me on track. I have to trust that those systems are working and go from there. That's my big takeaway from yesterday. I started my second round of UHPW. I'm really excited about that. Although right now, I spent about 45 minutes hydrating and kind of wrestling in my own head with my morning. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to. I mean, that was just the theme. And I finally just started doing a little mantra to myself. You don't have to want to get up and do it. You don't have to feel like doing it to do it. I usually do. But some days it's gonna be hard. I'm not saying that every day is gonna be like that, because you do get momentum and you start to feel really, good. But yesterday I actually talked myself out of going for my walk and stuff. And I justified it. I justified it by saying I would take a walk on Sunday, because I usually skip my walk on Sunday, and I will do that. But some days you just need to get up and do it. Honestly, I really like my break on Sunday, because my break on Sunday it's about what that day is about for me. It's about getting my church on and doing all that. For me, that's important. So anyway, but that was my Tuesday and my commentary on what I'm doing. So I am just making sure that here I am. I didn't drop the ball entirely. And it's okay to drop the ball. It's okay to drop the ball, because you're human and you're going to make mistakes. What isn't okay is not picking it back up. That's the only time when you can count it as failure, if you don't pick the ball back up. So anyway, that's it. I am off to do my walk this morning and do all that stuff. I will talk to you later. All right. Hey, y'all. What's today? Wednesday. It's Wednesday. And I am doing some cleaning in my room. And I have to show you. Okay. I should have showed you the before. I really should have. But I got into it before I thought I was going to share it. So, but it's not all done. So I'm going to show you what I haven't done yet, but I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, because I'm going to not live like this anymore. I've been living like a pig. Not that I wasn't clean, but the way I was living, yeah. Anyway, so my bed, I don't know. So this is my bag of garbage. This was all covered. This whole thing was covered with stuff, and I was sleeping on just this half of the bed. So anyway, I'm fixing it, and I just wanted to, I've got some things falling apart over here. This was a frame that I had that I really loved. See, it was a frame. Anyway, I gotta fix it. Yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know about that, and I haven't been able to wash these sheets for a really long time, and that's the part that's kind of yucky. So, I mean, it was just me in them, but even so, bleh. Anyway, okay, I am not holding anything back here. I am going to improve my circumstances, period. And, I listened to, what's her first name? I think it's Lisa Olstein Combs. And anyway, I listened to a program that she did tonight, and she talked about what comes against us as believers. And this is the kind of stuff that does. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to have that anymore. I'm not going to have it. It makes me feel bad about myself. And just know. So I'm fixing it. So anyway, that's what I'm doing today for the rest of the day. And I had kind of a weird day when I was okay. And then suddenly I was like, the wind went completely out of my sails. I had to lay down, or I felt like I did, and I fell asleep, and it wasn't like regular sleep. It was like kind of like passing out kind of sleep. And so I thought, oh, what's wrong? Because I knew I had hydrated enough, and I was like, because that does that to me too. But I was like, what is this? And anyway, so, but I got up after a nap, and what I did was I had some liquid IV, which is, it's an electrolyte thing. I've talked about it before. We use it with Mom all the time. It supposedly multiplies the liquid that gets in you. So it's really good for that. So anyway, I did that and I do feel better now. I'm going to get this so that I can do it first thing in the morning. I can't take them off because they're my only set of sheets that I've got. So I've gotta make sure that I can clean them and put it back on. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing, and tomorrow I will show you the result. All right, I'll talk to you later. Hey, it's been a working day. Sorry, I got my bandana on. So anyway, here we are. We got a lot done on the house. I'll show you some pics. And well, I didn't. I had some friends that showed up and really helped me. And I was trying to get a picture of what the house used to look like off of like Google Maps, but the Google Maps picture was with the shade of a really big tree. And it was also before our tree fell in our front yard. So it was a really old picture. Anyway, I thought that was funny. I was like, that's the old oak tree that fell down. And you know, that was like over 5 years ago. I mean, over 5 years ago. So the Google Pics don't redo their pictures very often. Anyway, yeah. So that's that whole thing. I'm a little out of it, but that's okay. I am watching the Browns play the Steelers. And so I just thought I'd take a minute and get this done. My world kind of blew up today a little bit. I had the people showing up to help me with my yard, and they were doing it for free, so I wanted to be convenient for them. But they were showing up at 9, and I didn't get out and get my walk, so I didn't get out and get my walk. So I may after I eat my dinner, I may go out and do my walk so that I can count today, because I didn't do my walk yesterday either. It's just been kind of a really weird thing. Anyway, so yeah, I'm looking forward to a better day tomorrow, and hopefully like get things back in the pocket. But I'm in the middle of doing my bed linens and getting that, of course, wrapped up before I go to bed, or I can't go to bed. So anyway, okay, we'll talk to you later. You take care now. So when I'm trying to remember my dream the future, I've been having trouble, and this is what I'm doing now. I'm using hand motions to help me anchor it in, because I've had to keep on looking at my list in my phone, which was fine. It was a way for me to handle my memory issues without starting to go in my head internally. But I've got these hand motions, and anyway, so I start out during the dream the future, and I start out like I'm running, even though I'm walking, but I swing my arms like I'm running, because one of my goals is to get running. And then another one of my goals is to have a dog for the companionship and love, because I live here by myself and I would like a dog. So anyway, so do that. And to signify the dog, what I imagine as I close my eyes when I'm first doing this, I have to be careful because I'm walking down the street, right? But what I do is I pat my leg like I'm talking to the dog next to me, and I say, come on, let's go home. And then that reminds me of what home is going to be, which is going to be eventually is going to be an RV. Now, I had trouble. Well, anyway, and then I link the RV. This RV is nice. It's like one of those band RVs, you know, like the kind that they designed for being on the road for a really long time, right? Pardon me. Whew. So, well, first I say, come on, let's go home. And then I think, okay, let's go see our family. And I say let's go see our family and see our RV. And because the RV is really nice, it reminds me that the reason that I have that, and this is all future, right? This is the reason I have that is because I make $100,000 a year helping caregivers. Yeah. And I also have the other thing that is going on is that I'm renting my house, and that money is going to support that money from my house rental is going to support a garden philanthropy that I've wanted to do for forever. I've wanted to do it forever. And so anyway, so I got everything all wrapped up in there, and I've got all of my things. And we do power moves in our UHPW, and my power move this week was finding a Bible study for the whole Bible. My friend and I wanted to read the whole Bible. So that was one of the big things. So we found a study guide this week, and we're going to try it out. I mean, we can find another one if we decide we don't like it, but I really do think we're going to like it. And it's free. It was a free PDF that downloads to your phone, so it's like really no trouble at all, right, to deal with it. Anyway, yeah, I'm really excited, and that's about it for tonight. I just wanted to pop in and let you know it's Friday, so we've got one more day of and I'm sorry I've been really out of it this week. I've been struggling greatly with my hydration and overhydration, which isn't surprising because I'm drinking so much water, but I'm figuring out what the pattern is, and I think it is every third day I need to have a liquid IV to balance my electrolytes. It might wind up being every other day, but I'm going to try every third day and see if that doesn't get me where I need to be. So anyway, it's been I've been I've been really out of it. And a couple of my videos this week, I was kind of out of it when I did, so forgive me. But these are the things that I'm dealing with the MS and stuff, and they're just like facts of life. Oh, another thing that I did, no, I just told you all about that. Little fun that my brain's having with me. So, yeah, so I did hand motions for those things because I already do hand motions, as you know, because I've told you. I already do hand motions for my incantations that I do in the morning. And so I'm really, really, really happy that I can do it for this other part. And all right, so that's it for now. I will talk to you later.
Major look.